Dear students, today we are going to study preparation and management of nursery pond. On the screen you see there are number of nursery ponds. Pond management, proper preparation of ponds before releasing fish seeds is important for successful pisciculture. As you know, for the rearing of fish there is a required number of different type of ponds. So before use this pond for rearing purposes, their management and preparation is important. So proper preparation of pond is important for the successful of pisciculture. By applying scientific management techniques of farm ponds are essential to attain the maximum yield or production. Management practices includes pre-stocking management, stocking management, post-stocking management. Pre-stocking management includes maintenance of ponds, removal of aquatic weeds, eradication of undesirable and predatory fishes, liming of pond, fertilization of pond. In stocking management, evaluation of carrying capacity of pond, relative density, combination of selected species. Post-stocking management includes supplementary feeding, fish health monitoring, and harvesting. Then first, preparation and management of nursery pond. As you know, these nursery ponds, they are used for the rearing or growing of hatchlings for the period of 15 days. During that 15 days, they attain the size, then they are called as advanced fry. You see on the screen the hatchlings. Hatchling means just that comes out from the eggs, and after coming out from the eggs they have the yolk sac, that is stored food material. That stored food material is sufficient for 3 days. After absorption of yolk sac, then that calf spawn, they are ready to use the artificial food. So initial 3 days they don't require the food because they have their stored food materials. After 3 days they require the artificial as well as natural food. The occurrence of large scale mortality of spawn stocked in unprepared nurseries. Without preparation, if we are release the seed into the nursery ponds, there occur a large quantity of mortality in our seed. The mortality of spawn is due to a number of factors. Efficient pond fish culture entails special preparation of nurseries to receive the tender hatchlings and spawn. Preparation of nursery ponds means the important is to develop the natural food of hatchlings, and the natural food of hatchlings is a zooplankton, a microscopic organisms that present in the water, and that zooplanktons you have seen on the screen, and that zooplanktons used for the food of hatchlings. Pre-stocking management. Pre-stocking management means before the fish seed stocking. So before the fish seed stocking, the preparation of nursery pond is important. In pre-stocking management, first is the control of aquatic weeds and algal blooms. Aquatic weed means undesirable plants, undesirable aquatic plants in limited quantity. Aquatic weeds are useful for fishes, generate oxygen, provide shelter, protection, acts as a food for some fishes, give the shelter, reduce the turbidity of water, also used for deposition of eggs. There is some disadvantages is also there if they are grow in excess quantity, limiting the space for culturable fishes, eutrophications, reduce the O2, dissolve O2, hampering the netting operations, disturbing the netting operations while harvesting the fish, causing siltations, they increase the siltations, soil particles, provide shelter for predatory and weed fishes. So predatory and weed fishes, these are the unwanted species for the fish culture purposes. Such species they are that weeds provide the shelter. Algal blooms reduce the light penetrations. So that reduce the productivity of the ponds. These are the common aquatic weeds which is present in the pond water. Floating weeds, emergent weeds, marginal weeds, submerged weeds. Floating weeds, they are generally present on the water surface. Emergent weeds, their roots at the bottom but their leaves spread on the water surface. Marginal weeds, which is present on the margins of the ponds, sides of the ponds. And submerged weeds, they are totally present inside the water. These are the common aquatic weeds. Then control method of aquatic weeds and algal bloom. There are different method. First, manual method. This is a easy and cheap method. By using the manpower, we can uprooting the aquatic weeds from the ponds. Then another method, mechanical method. By using machines, hand scythe, in Marathi we call as a koita, turbine compressions that dislodge the roots of the plants, aquatic plants, gets uprooted. Hand scythe we cut the aquatic weeds. Then these are the mechanical methods. Chemical methods. The chemical which used for eradication of weeds, they are called as weedicides or herbicides. The important weedicides are spray paraquat. So spray of that paraquat in 0.02 kg per hectare. Then another weedicides 2,4-D, 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid at the rate 4.5 to 6.5 kg per hectare. Amitrol at the rate 8 kg per hectare. Then sodium arsenite at the rate 5 to 6 ppm. So these are the important chemicals which is used for the control of aquatic weeds. Then another method, biological methods. In biological methods, by using the fishes, some of the important fish species that use the aquatic plants as a food. Grass carp, common carp. Then also grazing animals, cow, buffalo, goats, So with the help of that animals, fishes, we can control the weeds. That is a biological methods. So that is the best method and no harmful effects. But with the help of these methods, we cannot eradicate the total aquatic weeds. Partially aquatic weeds we can remove. Utilization methods. So that aquatic weeds are used for the different purposes. Used for making fertilizers. That aquatic weeds used for animals, feeds for animals. Extract protein from the leaf. That use as a source of energy. Making pulp for paper, fibers which is made from that aquatic weeds. So by using that aquatic weeds we can also control the aquatic weeds. Algal blooms. That algal blooms when fertilizing the ponds by using inorganic and organic fertilizers for the fertilization of ponds. So due to that fertilizers, the excessive growth of algae develop in the ponds and they form a complete coating on the surface of the pond. They disturb the light penetrations. They reduce the oxygens in the pond water, so that algal bloom also should control. For control of algal blooms, using the cow dung, making the liquid paste of that cow dung and which is sprayed on the water surface, that water becomes turbid and due to that turbidity that avoid the penetration of light up to the bottom. So in the absence of light, that aquatic plants cannot develop their food. Without light penetrations they can die. So then we can remove that algae. So this is the important components in the pre-stocking management. So remaining pre-stocking management we will see in the next lecture. So in this lecture, if you have any doubt, any queries, you can ask by WhatsApp group, by phone. Okay, thank you.